Billy was getting excited. It was the day of the circus. Billy loved the circus, all the animals and the people. It was so much fun. At 8 o'clock, Billy and his parents arrived at the huge red and white striped tent called the Big Top. The ringmaster shouted with his huge booming voice, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen." Then the lights went up to the top of the tent, and Billy saw a man and a woman dressed in sparkly clothes balancing on a huge swing. They flew through the air. A door opened, and the lions bounced into the ring. There were 6 of them, all looking huge and fierce and dangerous. The man in the middle was the lion tamer. Billy watched as he put his head in the biggest lion's mouth. "Oh!" shouted the people in horror and amazement. After the lions came the clowns. They were wearing brightly colored clothes, blue and yellow, and red with spots of green. They had red noses and painted faces and funny red hair. They fell over, told lots of jokes, and did lots of very silly things. Finally, the elephants arrived in the ring. There were 3 enormous gray elephants and 1 smaller one. The small one balanced on 1 leg and did lots of tricks. Then it stopped and looked up at Billy. "Hello," said Billy to the elephant. "I'm Billy." "I'm Minny," replied the elephant to Billy's surprise. Then suddenly the small elephant turned around and ran towards the door of the tent. It ran out of the tent into the street and off into the town. All the people rushed out of the circus tent screaming. Minny was a very happy elephant. It was the first time she had been out of the circus. It felt good to be free. She ran along the main street towards the main square. She saw the fountain in the middle of the square. She climbed into the big fountain and sat down in the water. People gathered around the fountain, eyes wide with amazement. Little Lucy, who had been eating an ice cream nearby, approached the fountain and giggled. "Look, Mummy, the elephant is having a bath." Minny trumpeted happily, splashing water everywhere. Billy, who had cleverly followed the commotion, found Minny at the fountain. He too giggled and waved. "Hello again, Minny. You look like you're having lots of fun." The townspeople were not sure what to do. The mayor, an elderly man with a bushy white mustache, scratched his head. Back at the circus, the ringmaster was frantically organizing a search party. "We've got to find Minny," he shouted. The clowns painted their scooters with bright red stripes and joined the search, honking their horns. Meanwhile, Minny decided she had enough of the fountain and ventured down a cozy cobblestone street, enchanting everyone she met with her playful dance. Children joined in, skipping and laughing beside her. Just then Billy had an idea. He asked the people around him to form a parade, leading Minny back to the circus. "Let's show Minny the way back. She misses her friends," he suggested. The parade grew bigger and bigger. Musicians played tunes, people clapped, and everywhere there were voices of joy. Even the mayor joined in, marching proudly beside Minny. As they reached the big top, Minny hesitated, glancing back at her newfound friends. "Don't worry, Minny," Billy reassured her. "You'll always have friends in town." The ringmaster welcomed her back with open arms, and Minny's elephant friends cheered and rumbled joyfully. That night, the circus performed an extra special show, dedicating it to Minny's adventure in town. Billy was invited to help introduce the show, and he stood proudly announcing, "Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Minny and her amazing day." From that day on, every year, the town and the circus held a grand parade, celebrating the bond between Minny and her town friends, making children everywhere believe in the magic of friendship.